Welcome to the National Institute of Academics. Barron'S Gre words list 16. Duration, encroachment. Word, duration. Meaning, length of time something lasts. Sentence, because she wanted the children to make a good impression on the dinner guests, mother promised them a treat if they'd behave for the duration of the meal. Word, duress. Meaning, forcible restraint, especially unlawfully. Sentence, the hostages were held under duress until the prisoners' demands were met. Word, dutiful. Meaning, respectful, obedient. Sentence, when mother told Billy to kiss Great Aunt Hattie, the boy obediently gave the old woman a dutiful peck on her cheek. Word, dwarf. Meaning, cause to seem small. Sentence, the giant redwoods and high cliffs dwarf the elegant Ahwahnee Hotel, making it appear a modest lodge rather than an imposing hostelry. Word, dwindle. Meaning, shrink, reduce. Sentence, the food in the lifeboat gradually dwindled away to nothing. In the end, they ate the ship's cook. Word, dynamic. Meaning, energetic, vigorously active. Sentence, the dynamic aerobics instructor kept her students on the run. She was a little dynamo. Word, earthy. Meaning, unrefined, coarse. Sentence, his earthy remarks often embarrassed the women in his audience. Word, ebb. Meaning, recede, lessen. Sentence, sitting on the beach, Mrs. Dalloway watched the tide ebb, the waters receded, drawing away from her as she sat there all alone. Word, ebullient. Meaning, showing excitement, overflowing with enthusiasm. Sentence, Amy's ebullient nature could not be repressed, she was always bubbling over with excitement. Word, eccentric. Meaning, irregular, odd, whimsical, bizarre. Sentence, the comet veered dangerously close to the Earth in its eccentric orbit. Word, eccentricity. Meaning, oddity, idiosyncrasy. Sentence, some of his friends tried to account for his rudeness to strangers as the eccentricity of genius. Word, ecclesiastic. Meaning, pertaining to the church. Sentence, the minister donned his ecclesiastic garb and walked to the pulpit. Word, eclectic. Meaning, composed of elements drawn from disparate sources. Sentence, his style of interior decoration was eclectic, bits and pieces of furnishings from wildly divergent periods, strikingly juxtaposed to create a unique decor. Word, eclipse. Meaning, darken, extinguish, surpass. Sentence, the new stock market high eclipsed the previous record set in 1995. Word, ecologist. Meaning, a person concerned with the interrelationship between living organisms and their sentence, environment. The ecologist was concerned that the new dam would upset the natural balance of the creatures living in Glen Canyon. Word, economy. Meaning, efficiency or conciseness in using something. Sentence, reading the epigrams of Pope, I admire the economy of his verse, in few words he conveys worlds of meaning. Word, ecstasy. Meaning, rapture, joy, any overpowering emotion. Sentence, when Allison received her long-hoped-for letter of acceptance from Harvard, She was in ecstasy. Word, eddy. Meaning, swirling current of water, air, etc. Sentence, the water in the tide pool was still, except for an occasional eddy. Word, edict. Meaning, decree, especially issued by a sovereign, official command. Sentence, the emperor issued an edict decreeing that everyone should come see him model his magnificent new clothes. Word, edify. Meaning, instruct, correct morally. Sentence, although his purpose was to edify and not to entertain his audience, many of his listeners were amused rather than enlightened. Word, eerie. Meaning, weird. Sentence, in that eerie setting, it was easy to believe in ghosts and other supernatural beings. Word, efface. Meaning, rub out. Sentence, the coin had been handled so many times that its date had been effaced. Word, effectual. Meaning, able to produce a desired effect, valid. Sentence, medical researchers are concerned because of the development of drug-resistant strains of bacteria. Many once useful antibiotics are no longer effectual in curing bacterial infections. Word, effervescence. Meaning, inner excitement or exuberance, bubbling from fermentation or carbonation. Sentence, nothing depressed Sue for long, her natural effervescence soon reasserted itself. Word, efficacy. Meaning, power to produce desired effect. Sentence, the efficacy of this drug depends on the regularity of the dosage. Word, embargo. Meaning, ban on commerce or other activity. Sentence, as a result of the embargo, trade with the colonies was at a standstill. Word, embark. Meaning, commence, go on board a boat or airplane, begin a journey. Sentence, in devoting herself to the study of gorillas, Dian Fossey embarked on a course of action that was to cost her life. Word, embed. Meaning, enclose, place in something. Sentence, tales of actual historical figures like King Alfred have become embedded in legends. Word, embellish. Meaning, adorn, ornament. Sentence, the costume designer embellished the leading lady's ball gown with yards and yards of ribbon and lace. Word, embezzlement. Meaning, stealing. Sentence, the bank teller confessed his embezzlement of the funds. Word, embody. Meaning, personify, make concrete, incorporate. Sentence, cheering on his rival Mark McGwire's efforts to break Roger Maris's home run record, Sammy Sosa embodied the spirit of true sportsmanship. Word, embrace. Meaning, hug, adopt or espouse, accept readily, encircle, include. Sentence, clasping Maid Marian in his arms, Robin Hood embraced her lovingly. Word, embroider. Meaning, decorate with needlework, ornament with fancy or fictitious details. Sentence, for her mother's birthday, Beth embroidered a lovely design on a handkerchief. Word, embroil. Meaning, throw into confusion, involve in strife, entangle. Sentence, he became embroiled in the heated discussion when he tried to arbitrate the dispute. Word, embryonic. Meaning, undeveloped, rudimentary. Sentence: the evil of class and race hatred must be eliminated while it is still in an embryonic state, otherwise, it may grow to dangerous proportions. Word: emendation. Meaning: correction of errors, improvement. Sentence: please initial all the emendations you have made in this contract. Word: eminent. Meaning: high, lofty. Sentence: after his appointment to this eminent position, he seldom had time for his former friends. Word: emissary. Meaning: agent, messenger. Sentence: the Secretary of State was sent as the President's special emissary to the Conference on Disarmament. Word: emollient. Meaning: soothing or softening remedy. Sentence: the nurse applied an emollient to the inflamed area. Word: empathy. Meaning: ability to identify with another's feelings, ideas, etc. Sentence: what made Anne such a fine counselor was her empathy, her ability to put herself in her client's place and feel his emotions as if they were her own. Word: empirical. Meaning: based on experience. Sentence: he distrusted hunches and intuitive flashes, he placed his reliance entirely on empirical data. Word: emulate. Meaning: imitate, rival. Sentence: in a brief essay, describe a person you admire, someone whose virtues you would like to emulate. Word: enamored. Meaning: in love. Sentence: Narcissus became enamored of his own beauty. Word: encipher. Meaning: encode, convert a message into code. Sentence: one of Bond's first lessons was how to encipher the messages he sent to Miss Moneypenny so that none of his other lady friends could decipher them. Word: enclave. Meaning: territory enclosed within an alien land. Sentence: the Vatican is an independent enclave in Italy. Word: encomium. Meaning: high praise, eulogy. Sentence: uneasy with the encomiums expressed by his supporters, Tolkien felt unworthy of such high praise. Word: encompass. Meaning: surround. Sentence: although we were encompassed by enemy forces, we were cheerful for we were well stocked and could withstand a siege until our allies joined us. Word: encroachment. Meaning: gradual intrusion. Sentence: the encroachment of the factories upon the neighborhood lowered the value of the real estate.